This is a demo showing perspective over a table. You can see that the bubble level is leveled, and the side view of the camera, it shows that the camera is perfectly centered to the top of the table. When I zoom the camera in, you can see the silver drill bit behind the black cap, proving that you can see the top of the table. So you can't say that the view is below the table because you're literally seeing the top of the table. So it's a valid experiment. All this is a center view of the camera at the edge of the table, mimicking horizon at eye level. Because when you look at the boat demonstration, the horizon always rises to eye level. So the table demonstration is just a scaled down version of this ship over the horizon. This is a video of zooming the sun back into view over the horizon, proving that the sun is simply just moving further away from you as it sets, causing it to dip into the horizon. Here is a coin over a table that I zoom back in on and zoom back out on to demonstrate that the coin is there the whole time, but you can't see it because of angular resolution change. And then I sync that up to the sun to demonstrate that the sun sets due to perspective. This is me moving a coin back and forth over a table, and as you can see when I zoom in here, you can see that the coin bottom is disappeared a little bit, which is exactly what happens when the sun moves far away. It just gets out of view, it dips into the horizon, and you can't see it anymore. It disappears bottom up, just like these streetlights, just like the sun. The top of the streetlights merge into the horizon. But I know what all your globers are going to say. Oh, but the sun didn't change size. Well, here's a short video showing that it does change size, even with a solar filter.
There's a few of them you find, and one of them is from a channel that's actually trying to prove that the sun doesn't change sizes. And they share their footage. They don't do any comparison of the before and the after. They just share the footage. And when you watch it, it looks like there isn't a very big size change. But if you take screenshots and zoom way in and compare these, you can tell pretty instantly that there's a significant change in size.
This is a video of a photographer in Australia facing north and looking at the star trails, and they actually go counterclockwise, again, just like they do in the north. If a glober ever tells you that the star trails move only clockwise in the south, then they are wrong. Just face north, they go the same direction as they would in the north. This is the Eratosthenes experiment debunked. If you have a small local sun, the crepuscular rays would create shadows on an angle. And Neil deGrasse Tyson seems to think that we observe only parallel rays, which we don't. And he also doesn't think that adding an extra well will work on a flat Earth for some reason, even though it works perfectly. As you'll see shortly, having a local light source over a flat surface can account for all three shadows. Math doesn't change reality. This table is still a flat table. It's not a sphere. This is a video of clouds behind the sun, proving the sun is local. I put a negative filter on, and you can clearly see that the sun is nestled in the clouds there. And the same thing goes for the moon. There it is again, the sun, nestled in the clouds. And again, with the moon. Clouds in front and behind the moon. And again, clouds in front and behind the sun. Here's the Salanelian eclipse. This doesn't work on a globe because refraction only works with light and not with the shadows, so why do we still see an eclipsing moon? Gas pressure. You can't have gas pressure without a container. It's in the definition of gas pressure. You can't have a vacuum without a container, and you certainly can't have them coexisting next to each other without a solid barrier between them. This is a passenger plane compared to the Felix jump, the Red Bull jump. And you can see from inside the cabin they didn't have a distorted lens, and you can see that the horizon's perfectly level. And also the horizon in reality is an optical location that changes due to weather and other atmospheric conditions. If it's geometric, then technically you should be looking way down at the globe to see the horizon, but it always rises to eye level. Every terrestrial experiment to prove the Earth is in motion has failed. The only way you believe that it's in motion is by NASA or other space agencies telling you or showing you that the Earth is in motion with cartoons. Yet, every experiment that has been done by scientists like Michelson-Morley, for example, to test that the Earth was in motion has failed. Yet, Neil deGrasse Tyson wants you to believe that someone can kick a ball and the Earth can rotate underneath the ball and cause it to go into the goalposts.
Serenaded as he comes onto the field. Not bad when you're a kicker and there's new.
Other football tweet.
What other
about
football
was it
tweet?
the Bengals? I forgot who it was, about a year ago.
Yeah.
There's in overtime, after there was the exchange of ball, so now it's sudden death overtime. They kick a field goal from 50 yards, of course, as it must be, and 40 yards out plus the 10 plus the hike and distance. So it was like 52-yard field goal, and there it was. And if there's tense, right? Everybody's silent, and the ball comes up, and it careens off the left upright and goes in for the win.
Wow.
And I said,
I remember this.
that's what I'm saying.
I remember this
That's
tweet.
what I'm saying. So I'm there and I said, wait, the angle of this, how long is it in? So I checked the stadium on its configuration, what's longitude and latitude, and I said, I did a quick calculation, and I tweeted, the winning field goal in that game was aided by a 1/3 of an inch deflection to the right from Earth's rotation.
The Earth rotates once every 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4.09053 seconds, called the sidereal period, and its circumference is roughly 40,075 kilometers. Thus, the surface of the Earth at the equator moves at a speed of 460 meters per second, or roughly 1,000 miles per hour. The fastest Boeing 747 aided by jet stream is 825 miles per hour, so a Boeing 747 flying in the same direction as the Earth rotates at the equator would be going backwards according to the Coriolis effect.
Alright, I'm going to show you. The moon is see-through. See these images I got? This is one I took yesterday of the moon. And it's a RAW file. See? Nikon RAW. Nikon RAW. This one, same thing. Nikon RAW. Nikon RAW. No compression artifacts. Now, I'm going to adjust the exposure up on the moon. Where is the rest of the moon? Like, it's a physical object, right? Where's the rest of it? Alright, look at this. Physical ball in a pitch black room with the light over it. Adjust the exposure up. You can see the physical ball. So, there is no way the moon is solid. This is 2 videos I've taken of the moon on 2 separate days, 2 days apart. Now, I've got a question. If the moon is a solid object in space, why do the craters change? Like, look at the craters here and look at the craters here. I mean, on the bottom, the craters are there, indented, you can see them. But on the top video, it's like they're sealed over. Let's see this from the start again. Look at the craters here, and look at the craters here. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think a solid object should be doing that. Maybe the scientist from the 60s was right in saying the moon is plasma. I mean, I don't know how he was proving that, but it would make sense that it's ionized gas, just like the sun, right?